Have you lied to the public and to Parliament?
No, Beth, but I want to begin by repeating my apologies to everybody for the misjudgments that I've made, that we may have made in Number 10 and beyond, whether in Downing Street or throughout the pandemic. And I do know how infuriating it must be for people up and down the country in view of the huge sacrifices that people have made, the way that they've kept discipline, the way they've followed the rules, followed the guidance, done the right thing, to think that that didn't happen in Number 10 Downing Street. So I want to just say to you on that point, no, nobody told me that what we were doing was, as you say, against the rules, that the event in question was something that we were going to do something that wasn't a work event. And, you know, as I said in the House of Commons, when I went out into that garden, I thought that I was attending a work event. I think it's very important that we see what Sue Gray, see what the inquiry has to say. I will be coming back to the House of Commons as soon as it's reported, or as soon as I can after it's reported, and I'll be telling people more.
Okay. He is on the record saying under oath you are lying, that you were warned about this event and you went ahead anyway, that you knew that it was dodgy.
Categorically, that nobody told me, and nobody said that this was something that was against the rules, that was a breach of the COVID rules, or we were doing something that wasn't a work event, because frankly, I don't think, I can't imagine why on earth it would have gone ahead, or why it would have been allowed to go ahead. My memory of this event, as I've said, is going out into the garden for about 25 minutes for what I implicitly thought was a work event, and talking to staff, thanking staff. I can't remember exactly how many, but for about 25 minutes I was there. I then went back to my office and continued my work. You know, I do humbly apologise to people for misjudgments that were made, but that is the very, very best of my recollection about this event. That's what I've said to the inquiry. We'll have to see what they say. I can categorically tell you that I never saw I've seen the email, the Martin Reynolds, the email of invitation. Clearly, that was not phrased in a way that was right.
After the event?
Yeah, I only saw it the other day. I mean, I saw it, you know, when it emerged. I think it was a few days ago.
Dominic Cummings was your closest advisor, and he said he verbally warned you about this. Is he lying?
I can't believe that we would have gone ahead with an event that people were saying was against the rules or against what we were asking people to do.
You're then not saying he didn't warn you.
And nobody warned me that it was against the rules. I'm absolutely categorical about that, because I would remember that.
Because this is important. This is the first time we've seen you since reports emerged in the Daily Telegraph, not denied by Downing Street, about two boozy parties held in the garden, in the buildings of Number 10, the night before Prince Philip's funeral, when the country was in national mourning. Was having to apologise to the Queen about those parties the night before she put her husband of over 70 years, she laid him to rest. Was that a moment of shame for you?
I deeply and bitterly regret that happened, and I can only you know, and renew my apologies both to Her Majesty and to the country for misjudgments that were made, and for which I take full responsibility.
Sue Gray uncovers a different version of events and it emerges you did mislead Parliament. Will you resign?
We'll have to see what she says, and I think that she should be given the space to get on and conclude her inquiry. And I would urge everybody who has knowledge of this and understand, you know, memories of this, to tell her what they know.